Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Android MySQL database tutorial for beginners. Till now we have seen how we can create an Android app and connect it to our MySQL database using PHP script, right? And what we have done till now is we have downloaded and installed WAMP server, which works as a local server for us on our PC, and we were able to connect our Android app to this server using PHP script, right? Now, for example, we want to connect our Android app to the online MySQL database. So, for example, you have some web hosting on some website like GoDaddy or HostGator or any other website for your website, and you want to connect your MySQL database which is on your web hosting to this Android app. How you can do it, I'm going to show you in this video. Okay, so for example, I have this web hosting for my website called Easy Online Converter, and I have this GoDaddy web hosting. So this method will work for this GoDaddy and any other web hosting website which uses the cPanel hosting, right? So for example, I have this, and this kind of hosting also have this MySQL database which you can create. So first of all, how you can create a MySQL database, something similar which we have done with the WAMP server. So what you can do here is you can go to the database section and then click MySQL database here, and this will open the MySQL database wizard, and then you can create your MySQL database. By the way, I have made a video how you can create your own MySQL database, and then you can also provide the MySQL user privileges to your database. So this I have shown you in the video, and I will give you the link in the description how to create a MySQL database using cPanel. Okay, so this database I have created, which is employee 101, which is same as we have done in the WAMP server, right? And the user privileges are listed here, which is employee 101, and the password we will see in a moment. So if you don't know how to create a MySQL database using cPanel, just click the link in the description and then you can learn how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to go back, and now this time I'm going to go to the database category, and this time I'm going to click PHP MyAdmin. So this web hosting also have this PHP MyAdmin interface as we have seen in the case of WAMP server, right? And after creating the database, I can see this same database here in PHP MyAdmin, which has one table which is employee data, right? Now, similar kind of database I have created in the last video or in the first video with the WAMP server. So I'm going to open the same database. So I will go to the WAMP server and just click PHP MyAdmin, and it's going to open this PHP MyAdmin using WAMP server, right? So you can see the database name is same, and the employee data, which is table name, which is also same, and it also contains 6 column. And in here our table in the web hosting also contains 6 column, and everything is same here. So the database name is same, employee 101, the table name is same, employee underscore data, and the columns are also same, ID, name, surname, age, username, and password. And in our WAMP server also ID, name, surname, age, and username and password, right? So I've created the same database and table in the cPanel web hosting MySQL database. Okay, now once you have done creating this database, just watch the video in the description if you don't know how to do it. And then go to your cPanel once again. And now what we are going to do is we are going to go to here, which is file here, and click file manager here, and we will go to the web root here, right? So just click go, and this is going to open the file structure of your public HTML directory, which is your main directory for your website, right? And in here what we want to do is we want to create the same PHP scripting files as we have done in the case of WAMP server. So we are going to create con.php and login.php in our public underscore HTML folder here. Okay, so you can do it in two ways. Either you can transfer these to file which you have already created using some FTP server like FileZilla on your website, or we can simply create these files using this file manager interface which is shown here. So I'm going to take the second option, which is creating the files directly here. So I will just click this plus symbol, file, new file, and the new file name is I'm going to give the same name, con.php here. Okay, so con.php, and then click create new file. Okay, and now you can see this con.php is created. Once again I'm going to create the login.php also here in a same way. So just click and just write login.php here. Okay, and then click create new file, and it's going to create this login.php also. Now to edit this file, I can just select this file, and then I can just select this option called code editor, and then go to the edit here. So I'm opening con.php, right? So just click edit, and it's going to open your file in this kind of interface, right? So now we can just copy our con.php file from here. So whatever data, just select all, and then go to your con.php file here on your cPanel and just paste it. Okay, now in case of your cPanel MySQL database, our MySQL username and password will be different, which you have already set while creating your MySQL database using cPanel, right? So if you have watched this video, which is in the description, you will see that my MySQL username is employee 101 itself, right? So if you are not sure, once again you can just go to the database here and just go to MySQL database, and in here I can see my username is employee 101, right? And my database name is also one employee 101. Okay, so here database name is employee 101 for connection.php, and MySQL username is also employee 101. Okay, now my MySQL password is root 123, which I have set at the time of making the database, right? So just remember the password which you have created at the time of making your database in cPanel. Now the server name, this is important. So go to your cPanel home once again. I'm going to go to my cPanel home here once again, and the server name will be this IP address which is under this section. So whenever you open your cPanel, on the left hand side you can find this IP address here, right? Website IP address. So you can just copy this IP address and go to your file, and then instead of localhost here, you can paste your IP address for your website as a server name. Okay, so this you can do this, or you have one more option. You can copy this website name For example, in my case, this is easyonlineconverter.com. I can just copy this URL and I can paste it instead of this IP address, something like this. So you can do both, either the name of your website or the IP of your website. I'm going to use this IP for now. Okay, and then I'm going to save the changes. So save changes, and it's going to save your file. Now once again I'm going to go to my file manager, and this time I'm going to edit my login.php file. So this is my login.php file, and I'm going to click code editor and then click edit, and this file also will be blank for now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go to my login.php file which I've created, just copy all the data there and then paste here. Okay, and I think in here we don't need to change anything, right? So con.php is the file name which we require, which we have already created, and the query will be same because the table name and the column names are same in WAMP server MySQL database and cPanel MySQL database, so I don't need to change anything. So I can just save this file also. So once you have done this and you have saved both these files, now these two files are on your server, and you can see here both these files are on my public underscore HTML file. So this is just like home directory for your cPanel web hosting. Okay, so if you are confused, you can just search for your index.html. So in the folder where your index.html is there, just create these PHP file there. Okay, now once you have created your files, you can go to your Android Studio, and here we have written this code in the last video for the login page, right? So in here, just go to the background worker class which we have created in the last video. Now in here in your background worker class, what we have done in our do in background method, if you remember, we have given the URL of the server and then the login.php script, right? So in this is basically your local host IP address, right? Now we want to change this IP address in the case of our web hosting. So just go to your web hosting, and in here in your cPanel home, you just need to copy your website name. So whatever is here on the top, just copy this and then go to your Android app and change this IP with your website name. For example, in my case, easyonlineconverter.com, right? And we already have login.php created using the file manager in our cPanel for this website. Okay, so you just need to change this IP address to this website name, and basically you are done. So you can just run your app, and my app is running now. So let's see what is the username and password in our cPanel MySQL database. So you can see here our username is Tom and password is 123 in our cPanel MySQL database. So I'm going to give the same name and the password 123, and I'm going to click login, and it says login success, welcome user. Okay, now for example, you want to change this message and we want to be sure that this is the same PHP file which we have created on our cPanel. What we can do is, once again, you can go to your file manager and open login.php using this code editor and click edit, and this is the code which we have written till now. And once your login is success, we are showing this message, so we can change this message in our case. So just go inside if condition and add these two lines. One is $row is equal to mysqli underscore fetch underscore ASSOC, and then you are passing this result argument as an argument here. Okay, and once you have your row result, then you can parse your column values using their index. Okay, so just create a new variable called name is equal to this dollar symbol and then row, and just in the square bracket in the double quotes write the name of your column. So my column name is, for example, I want to show this name of the user, which is this column name, right? So I'm going to just give this column name, and then in here I can just copy my name variable from here, and instead of saying welcome user, I will delete this user, and instead of saying welcome user, I will just add this dot and then the variable name, which is name here. Okay, so just write that and save your code once again, and then go to your app which is already running, and once again click login, and now it says login success, welcome Tom, right? We can just give the space here and save it once again, and once again press login, and you can see login success, welcome Tom, which is the username which we have provided here. Okay, so in this way you can connect your Android app to online cPanel MySQL database. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye.